Did I say that correct?
No, but it's,
Oh, shoot.
No, it's all right. Here's the thing.
How do I say it?
Well,
Iero?
how do I say it? I say it Iero. but
Iero,
That's
okay.
really true. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's because I'm European.
Well, it should be Italian, right? So it should be European. So that, maybe you just said it right, and I've been saying it wrong all these years. I really
Could happen. What about your parents? How do they say it?
Well, they say Iero too, but that they were born here. But here's the thing.
Maybe that's the thing.
There's too many goddamn vowels in the word. Like you shouldn't be able to pronounce it correctly.
My last name's weird as well.
What is it?
Groot.
Groot. Oh, okay. Like the character from no.
Just like that.
Yeah, you probably get that a lot.
Just like that. I am Groot.
That's all right.
It works a
Wait,
lot.
Listen. The other day we went to we were in a mall, and we stumbled into a Macy's, and there was a guy in the jeans section selling Levi's, and his name was Levi, and I felt worse for him.
That's kind of weird if you have a job.
Right? And we'd be like, I was like,
Like, hey, Levi, can I get some Levi's of you?
I was like, did they force you to work in this department? And he was like,
Perhaps.
he was just so mad.
Was he angry?
Well, I felt like he probably gets that a lot. You know, so I felt bad asking him, but I was really curious.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, so we're at South by So What today?
Right.
It's raining.
It is, yeah.
This is not a good thing.
Is there like a rain stipulation? No, we just play it. Like, I mean, like it doesn't get rained out, right?
Well, hopefully not. If it thunders, it can.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So hopefully it won't thunder. Fingers crossed for that. We'll see.
Yeah.
You excited to play?
I am. Yeah.
New band?
Yeah. Yeah.
You left My Chemical a while ago.
Yes.
What happened when you left My Chemical? Obviously, you've been doing your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start talking about the record in a bit. What did you do when you left? What have you been up to ever since?
Well, I moved back to Jersey,
Cool.
and I didn't do much. Well, no, actually I did. That's not true. I'm sorry.
Just watch TV and YouTube.
No, yeah. I mean, well, we have 3 kids, so like that's a full-time thing. And then I started another band. Actually, before My Chem broke up, I started a band with my friend James, and it was called Death Spells. And so we put some songs up on the internet, and then we did a tour.
Right.
And then I stayed home, and then he went on tour because he has other bands. And I did another tour with my friends in the Architects from Kansas City. I played bass for them for a little while because their bass player was sick. So I did that, and then I stayed home again, and then I wrote a record. Yeah.
So the record is called Stomach Aches. I heard that you played everything yourself, but the drums.
For the most part, yeah.
So you're very musically inclined then.
Out of necessity. You know what I mean? When there's no one else around to do it, I force myself to do things.
So can you tell me something about the writing process of the record and like how you recorded it?
Yeah. Well, I tend to always feel sick to my stomach. So there was but there was one. It was different. I don't know. It just felt worse. Like, when certain things go wrong, like everything starts to fall down around you, kind of thing. So it was that kind of a thing where it's just like, oh man, like I just felt terrible, and I couldn't like regain my personality or like my creative side, especially. Yeah. So from there, I every time I'd feel like I just wanted to give up, I decided I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna make something. And so the easiest thing for me to do was to write songs, and so I would just go down to my basement and write songs. And when I had a group of songs, I called my friend Jared up, and he came out to Jersey and recorded some drum tracks in my friend's studio.
Yeah.
And then I took those drum tracks, I took them down to my basement, and I recorded everything else in my house. And that was
So
it.
no studio work done.
No, I mean, the drums were done at North End in Jersey, and then my brother-in-law, I had him sing on 2 songs, and that was done at Back Room Studios. And other than that, it was on in my house.
Yeah. So when you say, when everything falls down on you, you tend to write and stuff. What would you say that your lyric inspiration? You got 3 kids as well.
Right.
How do you try and write songs when you have such a busy life?
Late at night.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like I tried to treat it too like it was not a job, but like you know, that's what you do. And
Well, it is a job.
yeah, you know, you try to like, you want it to dedicate the time. No problem. You want to dedicate the time like it's a job, but you don't want to treat it that way because then if it feels like work, you probably won't do it. You know, but sometimes that's what it is. You know, art is hard. You know, so.
With anything you do in life.
Yeah, I mean, if it was easy, everybody would do it, and if it comes too easy, it's probably not worth it. So, what was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, so you just do it whenever it struck you. You know, that's kind of the thing with songwriting, at least, is if you don't do it at that moment, it's not going to happen. You know, the good thing about having technology now is like I have a lot of voice memos of me like humming stuff to my phone,
That's
but
always good.
yeah. But for the most part, yeah, it was just kind of whenever the mood would strike, go downstairs and just hammer it out, and hopefully something turned into something.
Yeah, well, it's a really good record, and it's very different to your previous band, obviously, because this is your whole own new project. Is this something that you've always wanted to do?
Definitely not. No, I had no desire to ever do this.
So what made you decide to do this? You really wanted to continue music? Or?
Honestly, I don't know. I wrote the record, and I recorded it, and that was it. Like I was done. And then a friend of mine asked me what I'd been up to, because Death Spells was on hiatus because James went off, and I was like, well, I have these songs, so I played him that stuff, and then he convinced me to play it for somebody else, and then from there it turned into a record deal, and I put the record out. So, honestly, I'd never planned to do any of this.
Well, it's good that you're doing it.
Thank
It's
you.
blowing up as well.
It's
Insane.
You know, a lot of people are finding out about it and connecting to it, and that's really nice. You know,
It's good, yeah.
especially when it's something that you imagined you just would have kind of kept in a drawer somewhere. So it's kind of cool.
That's cool. Hey, you're from New Jersey? Am I right? Okay, what influenced you growing up? New Jersey's very hip-hop as well, very hardcore as well. What influenced you as a kid? And nowadays as well.
Right. Musically, I think my dad, he was a drummer. My grandfather's a drummer. They would always, I mean, they put me
It's hard, right?
No, yeah, it's weird because like I grew up on stuff like Louis Prima and like and then for my grandfather and then like for my dad was like Muddy Waters and like B.B. King and like
Oh, awesome.
like old blues stuff.
Yeah.
And then my mom was like really loved like doo-wop and like 50s stuff like like Frank Lyman and the Teenagers
all great.
and stuff like that. Yeah, so like melodies from those. And I think for me like I really enjoy like old blues recordings because
This is great.
it felt like it was just one mic in a room and you heard that human element, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is probably why I can't connect to things that just sound like they're made like
No, I agree. I'm a musician, so I completely
Yeah.
understand your point of view. So what's after? You're on tour right now,
Yeah.
right? What's after this tour for you? You go home or chill out for a bit?
We finish on the 2nd of April, and then we start again on the 16th. So,
Very short break then at home.
yeah, but it's worth it. It's my son's gonna be 3 years old on the 6th. So,
Oh, congratulations then already.
yeah,
That's exciting.
yeah, that's cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. It was great meeting you.